Hey everybody, happy Metaphysical Monday. I want to talk today about a giant subject, a metaphysical subject, God. I want to redefine God. This is something through my studies of Toltec wisdom, Toltec tradition, Kundalini yoga, I've come to see God, the essence of God, the nature of God in a different way, and I think a more empowering way. This is also stuff that is taught by Abraham Hicks, who is a collective consciousness channeled through a woman named Esther on into the earth plane. Okay, but the wisdom is there, and the wisdom is amazing. So through all that, I've come to understand that God, source energy, all that is, it's the same thing. It's this energy that permeates throughout our reality and throughout us. And what I take that to mean is that as we experience what we experience, we're sending a feedback loop back to source energy that source energy then gets to delight in and be like, oh, I have never experienced myself quite this way before, because we are just source energy experiencing itself from this finite perspective. So we're very important and very valuable, and each and every human has an integral part to play in informing the energy of the universe about what's possible, what's preferred, what's loving, what's unconditional. So it's a really exciting sort of way to look at it, and this is backed up very much by certain cultural traditions. In the Toltec tradition, they equate God, the word God literally to them is interchangeable with the word life, or with the word will, or with the word intent. So from their perspective, when you are intending something and using your will to do something, or just living your life, that is God. That is the experience of God on earth or in action. In yoga, they take God a step further, and they think of God as an acronym: G period, O period, D period. And it's a cycle, and the G stands for generate, the O stands for organize, and the D stands for destroy. So from the yogic perspective, or the Kundalini yogic perspective, God is this cycle, this inescapable cycle that we are all part of, where we are born, we make choices, and then we die. So we are generated, we organize our life through our choices and actions, and then we are destroyed. Generate, organize, destroy, God. So both of these ways of looking at God, I feel like, are much more accessible and remove the barrier to entry for people looking to find an empowering path or a spiritual path. Because in all of these definitions, there is some kernel of truth. Life is cyclical. We see cycles of life all around us, the seasons, the orbits, like plants and animals that live and born and or die. Butterflies, for example, have a 14-day life cycle. So they're here for 14 days. What a beautiful, beautiful animal, and what a beautiful cycle that is. So everything is part of this cycle of generation, organization, and destruction. Destruction not being negative, but simply being an aspect of all that is. Without destruction, there wouldn't be more generation. So it all goes hand in hand. And it feels to me like we're such an important part of that. And this way of looking at God energy or source energy as it gets something out of us existing as much as we get something out of praying to God. It's a give and take. It's also a cycle there. We are not beneath God or inferior to God. We are an aspect of that energy, of that intent, of that life force, of that will. So this is a quick one just to get a little metaphysical with you on Monday, but I wanted to share that because I think if anyone out there is struggling with the meaning of life or the strangeness going on in our society right now, you can take a look at all of these cultural traditions, and you can realize internally that you have the power to shape your perspective and the way that you look at the outside circumstances. You're not a victim of anything. You're not a victim of your circumstance. You are an aspect of higher power. So have fun exploring your metaphysical side today. If you do explore this a little bit, or if you have any questions, put it in the comments. Let's discuss. This is truly my passion to engage on subjects of this nature. Much love, you guys. Happy Metaphysical Monday.